Hello and welcome to Soda Review Channel, where today we will be looking at this Mountain Dew Zero Sugar Baja Cabo Citrus. It's part of the incredibly popular and delicious Baja Blast line, but it's got more of a mandarin orange kick. Now, this is a 2025 drink. There was some test marketing and some leaks of information before then, but it released publicly in early 2025 alongside the full sugar variant. And in 2026, I do believe they announced that this would be a permanent flavor on the Mountain Dew lineup. It is described as a tropical citrus punch, which would kind of describe all Baja Blast drinks, honestly. I don't know, maybe it's got a bunch of stuff in it, but it's really orange and lime forward. You can see that from the orange and lime color and the oranges and limes. I, of course, am on record stating I absolutely love lime soda. So I'm pretty excited for this. It contains 0% juice, and yet it has 5 calories in it. It's got none of your total fat, none of your total carbs, none of your protein, and 2% of your daily sodium. Let's take a look at these ingredients then. Now, one thing that this is fairly famous for is it is the first Mountain Dew product, well, the full sugar variant is, to have no artificial dye. So this is naturally colored. Let's take a look, shall we? Carbonated water, citric acid, natural and artificial flavor, fruit juice concentrate for color. That has a little dagger next to it, adds a trivial amount of sugar. I think that's where our calories are coming from. Vegetable juice concentrates with that same dagger, listed as for color. Potassium citrate, caffeine, aspartame, sodium benzoate to preserve freshness. Ace K, sucralose, gum arabic. Calcium disodium EDTA, potassium sorbate preserves freshness. Interesting. What an interesting concept. I'm pretty excited. I do generally like when ingredients come from natural sources, simply because I know that artificial dyes have been shown in studies to have certain negative effects that aren't there universally with every synthetic product. So I think it's good that they're doing this. Food and drinks don't really need to be super vividly colored, in my opinion. Honestly, it makes them look... So I don't know if you're old enough to, viewer, to remember in the early 2000s in the United States when Heinz Ketchup released a series of odd-colored ketchups, including a purple one. Now, I was just a little girl back then. My sister and I begged our mom for this funky, weird-colored ketchup, and we got it, and we had some fries, and dumped some of that ketchup there, and we could not bring ourselves to touch the stuff. It looked dangerous, it looked diseased, it looked horrid. And what I'm saying is, if they hadn't added a weird synthetic color to that ketchup, we would have been able to eat it. We wouldn't have begged for it, but we never would have bought another bottle. I mean, how much money does buying one product one time help the Heinz Corporation? And what I'm saying is, foods and drinks don't need weird colors. Just make it the color of the thing. If you really want it to have a specific color, just add some juice into it. It's probably fine. Ooh. I will say, oranges. That is pink, or at least it started out pink and now it's getting to a pinkish orangish. Not the color I was expecting at all, but I am here for it. Not very. Mm, I certainly wouldn't immediately clock this as orange flavored. I would expect it to be some kind of pink lemonade. I guess it's kind of a pink limeade instead. Hmm. That's definitely a distinctive orangey smell. Hmm. Not a very long lasting head of foam there. Let's take a taste. I'm sorry to say that that tastes of nothing. That tastes like spicy water, maybe with like a very light hint of fruit. Not like it's seltzer water with a little bit of flavor or anything. It just, I don't even know. That tastes so vague. Like, even the zero sugar version of Baja Blast is incredibly flavorful. And this just tastes of nothing. Nothing. I might need to take like a COVID test or something because that's so weird. No, I don't think I'm sick or anything. Other things have flavor to me right now. This is I'm getting a little something on the end of it that's vaguely fruity, but that's a very quiet soda is how I'll describe that. I'm getting a bit of a sweet, fruity aftertaste now. Yeah, I'm not getting anything on the front of that, but in the back, it's fine. I do prefer my sodas to have a distinctive flavor. It's why I don't tend to go for sparkling water drinks. Hmm. I am enjoying the little bit of flavor there is. I think they just need to turn up the volume. I'm certainly at least going to finish the case of this that we have, but I'm not super jazzed about it. Hmm. I expect a Baja Blast drink to be very strongly flavored. Heck, I expect Mountain Dew to be generally very strongly flavored. But, hmm, this isn't a distinctive problem of a zero calorie soda. Well, I've noticed that more zero calorie sodas tend to be flavorless. We've also had some that were very flavorful. So yeah, it's not a problem with it being zero sugar. Very obviously, Mountain Dew can make a very flavorful zero sugar drink. It's fine. I don't hate it. I'm going to finish the case. I'm going to finish this glass. But I don't think I'm going to get it again. That's a real disappointment, honestly. Overall, despite it being a disappointment and despite it not living up to my expectations, despite it being far weaker than the rest of the Baja brand of Mountain Dews, overall, I'm going to give it a good, but not one I'm happy to give.